It's that time again when palm trees get their winter coats, the agaves get a new roof, and the koi check into their winter suite. We're building, covering, and protecting everything tropical here in Zone 6 because paradise doesn't hibernate. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing great in this fall season, trying to get ready for winter. How exciting? Not really, but I am getting a lot done. I am pretty happy with my progress so far, but I do have some big things to still accomplish. And a lot of it I'm doing this week. This video is actually at the end of the week because I've been so busy and I haven't done the intro at all until now. And it's raining here in New York, which is fabulous because we need rain so badly. We've been in such a drought. It is bad, bad, bad. It was bad last fall. We had a really rainy spring. Now we have such a dry fall. So I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that it rains all day long. They said we might even get an inch of rain, which we could so use. And then tomorrow morning, I'm back full force doing everything. And I needed a rest too. So I'm actually a little happy that it's raining today, not just for the drought, but for me. It's all about me. Anyway, I've got so many fun things going on in the garden this week. I hope you enjoy this video. Lots of stuff, palm box construction, an animal that I didn't think would be out here in the yard in this weather. My soap opera video is quite funny this week. I think I find them very entertaining. I hope you do too. And I hope you learn a lot as you're watching this channel. And please like and subscribe because that helps me. It helps YouTube understand who my audience is. And I hope you're enjoying all of this. And let me know what's going on in your garden. I've been conversing with so many of you, as you know, if you've been conversing, and we've been going over palm tips and what you like I'm doing and what you think I could do better. and I'm giving advice too, so I'm really enjoying interacting with everybody. And if you interact on the channel, everybody else gets to read the interaction. If you send me private messages on Instagram, that's perfectly fine. It's just that if we're discussing something that's really interesting to others, they don't get to see it. That's the only thing. But I will interact however you want to interact with me. It's lots of fun. And I love doing this channel. So let's get right into the garden. I've got a lot to show you this week. The Weather Channel says it is 32 degrees or 0 Celsius out. There's the tiniest bit of frost on the cover of my grill. There's no frost on the table. And so I'm thinking that the bananas are probably still okay, even though I need to bring them in. It's a really pretty morning. Last day to look at the pool in the morning because the cover is going on today. Sad. My saddest day of the year when the pool is closed. Very sad, but beautiful, beautiful morning out here. As you can see, I'm really starting to clear things out. I still have to, these are some non-hardy agaves that I promised one of my friends. I have to get him over here to get them. Some basil that is coming up in the garden, and I still have many fish to catch and bring inside. Dahlias that need to go into a box, canna tubers that need to go into a box, elephant ear tubers that need to go into a box. I've got so many boxes usually, and now I can't find any big enough, but I think I have a few. I am majorly using old foam board and sawing away with just this little blade here. I find that works pretty good. When you're going against the grain, they don't cut really well. And when you go with the grain, it cuts really well. And if you can just snap it right here, you get stuff all over you. It's even easier. But yeah, I'm trying to reuse as much things as possible before I have to go buy new foam board. And I am retrofitting this for my Chamaerops, my smaller one, my Mediterranean fan palm. And hopefully this will work out fine. I'm trying to reuse as much old foam board as possible so I don't have to buy new foam board. We are trying something different and putting the box together basically on a flat area in front, and we're going to carry it back and put it on top of the palm. It is the last few hours of seeing my pool in the beautiful water. Oh, I hate saying goodbye to the pool, and I won't open it up until April, which is just very sad, especially when it's such a nice day. It was really cold this morning, but now it's really pretty out. But it's been a really good pool this summer. Lots of fun, lots of friends in the pool. And yes, I will miss you, my good friend. Hopefully the pool will come back even better next year with palm trees all happy. The garage is getting more full. I still have more things to bring in, believe it or not. And I still have some more areas back there, like on that shelf, to get things in. But working on it, trying to do everything. I'm still not sure if I love the PVC frame. I love how easy it is, and this one's in place, and it's really nicely anchored in the ground with the rebar. It's just, I don't know. I want to think about it a little bit on how I feel about its usefulness. I need to make it a little more airtight in some places. Bananas are still standing, just looking a little ragged because we had a lot of wind, but the tiny bit of frost we had didn't seem to affect them at all. They're still so nice and tall.
I'm seed starting. So I have my Robolini seeds from the diner that I took them from in New Jersey. I've soaked the seeds. The skin is very, very easy to take off. And I'm basically going to put them in some soil and put on a heating pad to grow and see what happens. I've also done the same with my Chamaerops seeds from my own garden. The skin on these are a little hard. I should have let them ripen a little bit longer, but I had success even with the unripe ones last year. And so once I've been using a knife to take the seed off. And they're easy. They're not as easy as the Robolini seeds. And I'm just gathering them all up here. They look like little nuts. And I'm actually going to use one of the rotisserie chicken containers, and I label it, and I'm going to put it on heat as well, and they're really packed in there.
And another top for one of the agaves, and now I have to build the other top for the other agave. And one more. And the second one is now complete. So I've got two for the two agaves in the front. I wish I could play It's Got to Be the Morning After, the song that was in the Poseidon Adventure, because that's how I feel this morning. My life is upside down now that my pool is closed. And it's ugly now. But I've got bananas to get ready. I've got more palm trees to cover. Time to get busy in the garden today. I opened up my pond filter and a garter snake was in it. And of course now it's hard to show it. There it is. I think you can see him now. In here, I'm gonna get him out. Oh, there he comes. Just come on out. I don't want to pick you up. Always fun in the garden. It's cold out too. And it looks like he ate one of my frogs because he's really fat. Ah, poor frog. Anyway, you should be hibernating anyway, snake. One of my large Musa Basjoos has fruit on it, and all of you know they're not edible. They're just too fibrous. But I didn't even notice this one until the other day. I just looked up in the sun and was like, oh, that one's blooming too. And there's actually little bananas on it. And even though the plant dies after this, I will get pups at the bottom. But they're always so unusual and fun. The datura by the pond is blooming still. I can't believe it's almost November and still blooming. I gave my night jasmine a haircut, getting everything ready to come inside for the winter. The day is beautiful out, but I've got to get things going. I'm going to move the star jasmine or the Confederate jasmine in the mandavillas, and there's a sweet pea that never bloomed. I cannot get these things to bloom, and they're supposedly so easy, but they do not work for me. Maybe I will try again next year, but it's in the mandevilla pot, so maybe it will come back. I think this is so funny. On the side of my house, I dumped some of the tomato juice when I was canning, and you'll see there are tomatoes coming up over here on the side of the house. Very funny. It's funny how you try to grow things and then they just come up all on their own. Some of the last zinnias out here in the garden. They may not be around much longer because of frost, but these are still looking really pretty, and they're still flowering and with buds on them. Just funny. And I need to take off the morning glories off the Ponderosa Lemon right here. This is what is going to be covered up, hopefully, very, very soon. So I wanted to point out, there's a Trachycarpus here. Not very big. This is one that died. I chopped it back. Sorry, it's hard to see. Right there. It came back to life. It lived through the winter, but there's a tiny bit of green in it. Sometimes they're just not meant to be. And I am saying, I have fertilized this. I've tried all kinds of things with it. I don't think it's meant to be. I just think it's died once. It came back. It has never grown super fast since it came back 2 years ago. And I think it's not worth covering. I think it's a struggler for some reason. There's something wrong with it, and I may just let it go and see what happens. As much as I don't want to cover my Chilean Wine Palm hybrid, I do think it's time to cover it. I want to get it ready, and I don't want to do it when it's freezing cold. So we are going to start on it today, but it looks so spectacular. I can't even believe how big it has gotten even in the last year. Digging up the Agave Americanas. We just took one out that's already gone. Lots of babies. There's a canna stuck in there, but they are very prolific in having babies. I'm using some scrap wood, an old piece of polycarbonate plastic, and I'm building a little rooftop window glass / plastic for my Ponderosa Lemon. I think this top turned out okay. I didn't do the whole thing in polycarbonate just because I had an extra piece and I didn't think it was necessary since I have it on the sides. And I'm leaving this off so that I can open it up and ventilate, which is important, especially if you have polycarbonate on the side, because the box will heat up very quickly. And I'm just going to put some bricks on that during the night, and then the day I can open it up if it's a decent day. For a little makeshift greenhouse, I think it's pretty cool. I used two existing polycarbonate panels, plastic panel, old wood, and then up here I can remove this one to ventilate. And I just have to put the final side on, which I'm not ready to do yet. And then I have to just make sure all the bottom is even on it. But I think that's a decent little structure for this. I am having lunch inside, laughing because I can barely move because there are so many plants in the way because of possible frost again tonight. I am back at Home Depot, which is our big box store, buying more stuff in the garden center. You saw that Christmas is under full swing in there, but yeah, all this mulch is on sale, so I am buying it. And while here, I'm going to check and make sure that C9 incandescent lights are still available. And you will notice there's just a little tiny section. I was starting to panic thinking, oh no, is it really going to be over? But I finally found them here on the side. So hopefully after Christmas, all of them will be on sale and I will snatch them up to live another year. And here's all my mulch and rebar in the back of the car and some more wood to build things. I was working on the cover for the tree fern that I don't know what variety it is. One is coming back inside, one is staying outside. I thought I had enough foam board, and of course I don't, so I'm gonna have to get some more. Working on the top cover for the Chilean Wine Palm hybrid. It's a 4-foot square. I've got to maneuver some stuff here. I'm trying to keep it lightweight. And here you can see I've got the polycarbonate on with the brace in the center. I just need to put on the corners to keep the wood holding everything together. So it's not going to be the most attractive top, but it's also 8 feet up in the air, so no one's really going to see it. While I'm delaying putting things together, I'm looking at pomegranates. I picked some because of a possible freeze tonight. I'm going to leave some on the tree to see if they will ripen a little bit more. I love this tree so much. And I am still getting tomatoes out of the garden and a few figs. I actually found 4 figs. Crazy. A few of you have asked me, how do you have all this time to do all these projects in the yard? And the answer is, I really don't, but I make the time in the morning. So a typical morning for me is I get up around 4:30. I get my coffee, I go into the living room, and I am watching YouTube for probably an hour or so. I'm watching gardening videos, I'm watching how to edit videos, I'm watching AI generation videos. I'm trying to learn how to be a video creator, which is hard, especially when the technology is changing so fast right now. And then by the time the light comes up, or in this case, clouds, I am outside in the garden right away. By 7 o'clock, I'm out here doing things. And today, Jesus is coming over to help me. We are draining the koi pond to get the fish out because I cannot catch them. I've caught 3 and they are smart and they are on to me even when I'm feeding. In the past, I've been able to catch a few at a time. For some reason this year, they have gotten very, very smart. And so I'm gonna drain the water down to a level where I can actually get them. We are, sadly, we're going to kind of tie the Chilean Wine Palm hybrid up and make sure the structure works around it. We had to add on to it, so I wanna make sure it's working okay. We may not finish that up. We have a Mexican fan palm to cover. We have a smaller Mediterranean fan palm to cover. And we've got to mess with some agaves in the front yard, and we have mulch to bring down to the pool because I bought mulch on sale this season. It was majorly on sale. So rather than buy it in the spring when it's expensive, I bought it in the fall and got quite a bit of it. So yeah. And then when I'm completely exhausted this afternoon, I actually go to work, to my real job. And sometimes I get in the car and I'm like, oh, thank God I'm going to work, because it's so relaxing in my car, and I have about an hour commute to work. And I actually look forward to that right now when I'm so busy in the garden. But we are getting things done here. We still have a ways to go, but the weather has been cooperating, thank God. It has not been bad at all. It is going to rain tomorrow, so I'm going to put these tropicals outside one last time, let them get rain. Friday I'm going to spray them all with horticultural oil, and then they are going into their permanent spots for the winter. Wow, it's crazy to even say that. Permanent spots for the winter. And here you can see I've got the roof on one of my agaves. I've got stuff to do, and I have some of my large indoor palms and sagos outside so they can get rain. And here we are putting the structure together on my Mediterranean fan palm and putting it in sections. I'm trying to reuse some old foam board, and one last look at the Chilean wine palm before we tie it up. It has grown so much, I just can't even believe it. And the fronds are so strong, we're having to do it in sections because they are so strong and I don't want to cut any. And here's Jesus showing how tall it is. It's such a big, big palm. I just can't even believe this came in the mail to me just a few years ago, but we're getting everything pulled together here. We're using bungee cords, we're using zip ties. It's just we're trying so hard to retain as much as we can on this palm. This is just massive with the addition on. And we have the 3 sides up, which is looking pretty cool. So 2 sides are foam board, 2 sides are polycarbonate, and then the roof I've got ready in the garage. So it's almost ready to go for winter, but we're gonna keep it open for a little bit longer. I just wanted to have it in place in case bad weather really comes quickly, which you just never know what will happen in the Northeast. I am draining my palm with a sump pump so that I can get the koi out and into the indoor tank. They've been hiding in the caves, which is what they're supposed to do, but not when I'm trying to catch them. And while I'm doing this, the frogs are out, and I've got the water level pretty low, but still, and I need to take these plants out, the cattails. As I have the pond drained right now, I'm noticing last year I think we had one water lily that was naturalized or was growing in the pond, not in a pot. I put all the ones in the pot down in the bottom of the pond. But now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that are just growing on their own. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And I guess I can remove my decoy that is hopefully keeping the birds away. The koi are all in their indoor tank now. They are happy. I am happy. I get to see them all winter. I have these gates over their whole tank. To show you, they have a nice big tank because I do worry about them jumping out because they're always splashing me like they are Shamu at SeaWorld. Especially when I have food, you would not believe the amount of water they splash all over the place. But anyway, they are all inside, nice and warm, and I get to see them all winter. So if you're asking, could they stay outside? Yes, they absolutely could, but I never see them and I feel bad for them, and I actually enjoy the fact that they're in my garage and I get to see them all the time now and feed them all winter. The rain is coming down here in New York. Finally, a decent amount of water to water all the plants. So many fans say, Tim, how do you have so much time to take care of all these plants? Shouldn't you just enjoy your idyllic life, your international stardom, and just drama? And what I tell them is, I do enjoy life, but I am a man of research, and I go to my media room every day to look at what other people are doing. Here in my media room, I have all the latest technology to zoom in on YouTube and see what everyone is up to out there. Why don't we go take a look? I love my YouTube channel.
Welcome to Biblical Plants. This is my Garden of Eden. I have such exciting news today. Isn't this beautiful? God told me to name it Jedediah. This one's called Hiram, a very obedient plant, but called to serve in a different planting zone. This one's called Naomi, dramatic but follows the scriptures.
Free baby windmill palm to my next subscriber. You know you want to subscribe. Pretty please.
You see those palm trees behind me? I grew them from seed, and the key to growing them from seed is a lot of beer. Like and subscribe.
Now a word from our sponsor.
River Gin Martini makes me happy. Beautiful Axel. I bet your mom is really pretty and lonely.
Thank you.
I love tropical plants because I love plants. And I love tropical locations, so I love tropical plants.
I don't believe a cordyline is for the common man. They need proper attention, upbringing, and good discipline. This week on my channel, we discuss why I don't like most gardens I see.
Welcome to peace, serenity, and a pesticide-free environment where I let nature dictate all life decisions. Can you hear her? She said I should buy more garden gnomes.
Even though I live in the city, I quit my job to spend 100% of my time gardening in my apartment.
He is so busy. I don't know how he does it. He works so hard. I'm so proud of this man.
Welcome to our beautiful garden where we do almost everything ourselves.
Except any work. We don't like to get dirty.
I can't believe they pay us so little.
I am renovating this French masterpiece in 3 weeks on a budget of 500 euros.